Hey there, Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV. Today on Under the Hood we have the 2016 Ford F-150 with the 5-liter V8 under the hood. So let's take a look. While the EcoBoost V6 engine gets all the headlines these days, the 5-liter V8 on the F-150 option list still lands in the driveway of nearly a third of all buyers. It's not the top option, but a mid-range choice for those not so hot on all of these turbos and small displacement engines. And while the 5-liter V8 in the F-150 does offer more horsepower than the 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 at 385, it has quite a bit less torque at 387 pound-feet. The twin-turbo V6 cranks out 420 pound-feet of torque this year, and next year it'll have a whopping 470. In a twist of logic, the larger V8 actually makes both its horsepower and torque at significantly higher RPM than the EcoBoost, 750 higher for the horses and a staggering 1350 higher on the torque. You actually need to wind out the V8 a lot higher than the smaller V6 to get what you need. All this said, the 5-liter V8 you see here is actually very close to that found in the Mustang GT, but it has a milder tune and some beefed up hardware for truck duty. Extra coolers can be seen down low, and a larger sump can hold 8 quarts of oil, and the oil filter is mounted differently than the Mustang down low where you can actually get to it, and you can use an oil filter wrench around it too. Up on top, air comes in through a large snorkel above the grille and into the filter box, then through a sound-engineered tube to a single-throat throttle body at the front of the intake. The composite manifold is similar to the Mustang's and has vacuum-operated charge motion control valves. The compression ratio for the F-150's 5-liter V8 is lower than the Mustang's at 10.5 to 1. This enables it to work harder under load on regular unleaded gas. Dual overhead cams are variable in timing for both intake and exhaust ports. Now, servicing the F-150's engine can be done entirely from up top with the exception of that oil filter. Coolant is front and center with the windshield washer fluid off to the passenger side next to the 12-volt battery. The main fuse panel is off behind those two. Brake fluid is checked and filled at the back of the compartment up against the driver's side firewall. The air filter box is easy enough to get to and flips right open without too much drama. The oil dipsticks on the driver's side of the engine, the oil fill on the passenger side. There is no power steering fluid to check as the F-150 has an electric power steering rack. And while this engine isn't E85 compatible, you can option a prep package to run it on either compressed natural gas or propane. Well folks, there you have it for the Underhood tour of the 2016 Ford F-150 with the 5-liter V8. Now, we've got a full test drive on this truck, and you can see that by clicking on the link down below in the information section. You can also click on the big red link right here on the screen and subscribe to our YouTube channel because we test drive 1 to 2 vehicles a week, plus we have a new video like this almost every other day. There's always something new. So stay tuned.